Have you ever had the familiar surge of excitement, only to be followed by a flood of anxiety and doubts about whether you are behaving appropriately? When you meet someone truly remarkable, you do not approach things one-sided. Many men find they are in the same situation, yearning a relationship but unsure of how to navigate the sharp surges of attraction. If I told you the secret to opening her heart is not knowledge of all the answers or perfection, what then? Instead, it reflects honest, simple behavior that 99% of men overlook, stressing the beauty, the struggles, and ultimately the triumph of creating a strong relationship. We will travel through the phases of love in today's movie. If you are ready to transform your love life, thus be sure you subscribe and click the like button. Trust me, given what we covered today could change your life. You will not want to miss a moment of this. Let us begin straight immediately. Chapter 1. Understanding her needs. Have you ever been in a relationship where you felt you were just not connecting? Imagine this, while you are sat across from her in a little something she wants to share, something more than the usual. Quick chat, you can see it in her eyes, but the words are not coming out, and you cannot clearly pinpoint what is upsetting her. While this is all too common in relationships, what if I told you that knowledge of her emotional needs might make all the difference? Many times, women have a spectrum of unstated needs they think their partners will automatically feel. It could be as simple as looking for emotional support or as complex as yearning tighter relationship. Given your own background, have you ever felt misconstrued in past relationships? Maybe your lover dropped hints about feeling overburdened or underappreciated, but you missed rather a lot. This might create a distance that strains relationships. How then can one close that difference? The trick is keen observation and listening. See her body language and tone as she recounts her daily events. Is the project she underlines interesting her? She seems tired and under pressure. If she tells you how her supervisor has been piling on the work, for instance, grab the opportunity to show her you care. You might say, "That sounds really tough. How could I assist you?" The really crucial empathic times are these ones. Imagine a moment when someone saw your problems without your asking for help. Remember that feeling? It is really strong indeed. You wish her to go through the same feeling. Emotional connection and trust blossom when one feels understood. Let us advance one level more. Consider surprising her with a fitting, kind gesture for her circumstances. Next time you notice her mentioning she loves that particular kind of tea, but hasn't had it lately, surprise her with a box of it. This not only shows that you have been attentive, but also that you really concern her enjoyment. She sees you paying attention to the small things and your relationship becomes closer. I want you to now give your past relationships some thought. Have you ever had the aha moment when you realized your partner really needed something? Comment on your stories in the box down below. Let's create a community in which our experiences might instruct one another. Including her needs actively prepares the ground for a closer relationship. Not simply her boyfriend, you are her friend and confidant. Thus, do not hesitate the next time you see something unexpected. Get in, engage her to let her know her needs count to you. In the end, knowing her mental geography allows, you build a strong link that can resist any storm. Therefore, beyond simple, transient pleasure. Chapter 2. Be present. Have you ever felt yourself completely overlooked in a conversation? Maybe you were sharing a funny story, but your partner got lost in their phone, casually browsing. That disconnection causes a significant deal of pain. Now go back on your last major interaction. When was the last time someone truly saw you? Here is where the value of living in the moment lives. Being present is about emotional availability, not merely regarding physical proximity. Imagine this, you are on a date and your head goes to your to-do list as she is sharing. her thoughts on a movie you both recently watched. Then all of a sudden, you see her staring at you and realize how much her words count. You tilt in, pay great attention, and probe farther. At this point, the magic happens. Women respect partners who truly live in the moment. How therefore should one form this habit? Put your phone aside first, then attempt consciously to focus exclusively on her. Give her complete focus while she speaks. Nod, look at her, and mirror back what she says. This shows you value her words and feelings. Let us now examine your own love story. Remember a moment when someone made you feel important? Maybe it was a first date since your partner actually thought your comments were fascinating. Those moments leave lifetime impressions, right? In your own context, you should replicate this. Tell your own stories as you become more involved as well. If she tells of a vacation she especially loved, respond by sharing your own travel memories. Apart from the conversation, this back and forth strengthens your friendship. I would thus want you to try this in your next discussion. Choose to be right now with intention. If you find your brain slipping, gently go back to her words. The advantage will be well worth it, even if first embarrassing. She will respond well when she feels that connection, therefore creating a loop of involvement that benefits both of you. Remember, even while you negotiate your love life, presence is a gift. Let's start a discussion here. It's a way to communicate, you matter to me. Comment in the comments on a moment you were truly present with someone close. Your stories might inspire some to get closer in their own life. Chapter 3. Show appreciation. Has anybody ever complimented you so highly it brightens your day? How few kind words could make one happier? In relationships, particularly with women, this little gesture of thankfulness makes a big difference. Think back on a time when you felt underappreciated, probably. In your personal life or maybe at work, right? It may be demoralizing. This is why in any relationship loving others is rather vital. Imagine this. She gets ready for a special dinner just for you for hours. The air smells like her chosen food when you arrive. Stop for a bit instead of launching straight forward. Look her in the eye and say, "Wow, thank you for this amazing dinner. I really admire all the work you invest in it." Don't hold back. Women like to know their efforts are valued and observed. Little times of gratitude can transform a relationship. Show her thanks for the more important events or for the daily little deeds. Review your past experiences. Could you remember a time someone appreciated your diligence? Perhaps it was a pleasant statement from a friend or a mentoring compliment. Those moments stick with you, do they not? This is the same effect you seek for her. You may start a thank you notebook in which you daily jot things you value in her. This will allow you to remember to regularly convey your thanks. Then periodically surprise her with a real note or message. Let us progress a little farther. Perhaps one should establish an appreciative habit. Think about your response when you would receive such genuine thanks. This behavior not only helps her but also enhances the emotional link between you two. It creates a motivated environment. Comments here allow you to share your experiences. Your story could just inspire someone else to appreciate their relationship more freely. I would thus like to hear from you now. Have you ever given thanks to someone extremely important? How did your relationship grow? Thank you finally not just about etiquette, but also about creating a platform of love and respect. Knowing her efforts is acknowledged enhances your relationship and makes one feel like they belong. Remember, a small thanks goes a lot. Consequently, incorporate it regularly in your language of love. Chapter 4. Surprise her thoughtfully. Showing her that you are thinking of her, that you care about her pleasure, and that you remember the little things that mean to her will help you to remain relevant. Not all thoughtful surprises have to be grand or extravagant. They could be as simple as leaving a beautiful note in her purse, Planning a last-minute picnic at the park, or setting up a movie night including her preferred films and snacks. Pay attention to her tastes and interests to make careful surprises second nature. Does she favor anyone bloom? Perhaps she loves a cafe but hasn't visited in some time. Though these seem little, they can inspire your surprises. Including them into your relationship will help to change the dynamics between you. Your experiences can inspire others to enjoy the little pleasures and deepen their bonds by means of intentional surprises. Please consider your own love narrative. When most recently surprised your partner, what was your impression of her response? Comment below with your ideas. Thoughtful surprises are ultimately about the love and intention behind them, not merely the deed itself. By showing her that you are ready to invest the time to make her special, you will help to create lifetime memories. Chapter 5. Encourage her dreams. Particularly in love relationships, the ability of encouragement to transform life can be great. Think of a moment in your life when someone was there supporting you in pursuit of a dream or goal. Perhaps it was a friend helping you through a difficult project, or a mentor pushing you to follow your interests. Those times of support could set off a lifetime of confident and motivating spark. Imagine now being that motivator for her. Many times, women have ideas and aspirations they would be reluctant to share out of worry about criticism or failure. Imagine her discussing a passion project, a business concept, an artistic endeavor, or perhaps even a new professional path that she has been considering. At that point, you really need to pay close attention to her dreams and exhibit real enthusiasm for them. Ask her questions that will push her to open herself even more. What motivated you to pursue this? What future do you see? Encouragement is about being there for her and offering your support. It is not only words. Should she have a large presentation at work, for example, offer to help her practice or just remind her of her skills and abilities. Tell her of the time she surmounted challenges. Stressing her past successes helps her to remember her capacity and endurance. So boosting her self-confidence. Remember your own trip via love. When did someone actually enable you to fulfill your dreams? Perhaps it was a friend who encouraged you throughout a career change, or one pushing you toward more study. Such positive occasions could greatly boost your self-esteem and sense of belonging. Support of her dreams does not mean you have all the answers. Sometimes all she needs is someone there to validate her feelings. Tell her you see her potential independent of her apparent modest or grandiose goals. I challenge you to think about how you might implement this strategy in your marriage. Find out from her current aims. Her future is seen by her differently. Talk about it often to find a way whereby both of you might freely share your dreams and support one another in realizing them. Her ability to follow her true interests and take chances will be enabled by your support. In return, you will most likely find that this strengthens your relationship and promotes a respectful and personal development-oriented cooperation. How have you lately been helping a loved one from the past? Comment with your tale, and let's inspire each other to support our partners on their road of life. Chapter 6. Communicate openly. Has a conversation you had been so honest, so liberating that it changed your perspective on your relationship? Although a strong basis for a solid relationship, sometimes the one that suffers neglect or abuse is communication. Recall a time when you and your boyfriend had free and honest conversation? How did it feel to share your views and emotions free from considering criticism? Let us now mostly focus on your relationship. Women love honest communication with their partners. Thus, it's crucial to create a comfortable setting where both of you might express your feelings and concerns. Imagine sitting down with her after a hard day and asking, I've been thinking about our relationship and how we may strengthen our bond. Could we discuss our mental state? Starting honest communication on this small scale can help to open the path for emotional connection and more understanding. Tell her, for example, if you have been under pressure at work. Let her in. Avoid bottled up emotions. This helps her to trust you and enables her to grasp your emotional terrain. Open communication helps you to invite vulnerability into your marriage. It's about expressing the challenges and doubts as much as the positive events. When she shares her feelings, fight the desire to interrupt or provide quick remedies. Instead of actually paying close listening and validating her emotions, you might say something like, "I can see why you feel that way. It is quite true." Her straightforward comments will enable her to be heard and valued. Looking back on your personal experiences, when have honest communication helped you to solve a marital crisis? Maybe it was discussing limitations, conflict resolution, or just stating future expectations. These discussions help to create a trusting environment, whereby both sides may feel free to express their ideas. I now challenge you to give communication top attention in your marriage. Schedule a check-in every week when you might both discuss any concerns and let each other know how you are feeling. This activity strengthens your bond and helps you avoid misunderstandings festering. Remember that when you start this road, open communication is a two-way street. Encourage her to also contribute ideas. Create a safe space where she could do so. When both people are comfortable sharing their feelings, it enhances a relationship grounded on emotional connection, honesty, and trust. Which issues you have freely addressed with your partner? Note your observations below. Let us create a venue where we might learn from one another and develop an effective communication inside our relationships. Chapter 7. Create shared experiences. Ever felt that burst of excitement when embarking on a new journey with a loved one? Working on something unusual together will help you to get closer and create lifetime experiences. Think back to a moment when you enjoyed a unique experience, perhaps a cooking class or an unplanned road trip you two had planned with a loved one. These common excursions can turn everyday situations into amazing memories. Let us now talk on the need of creating shared memories in your marriage. Women appreciate their time with their partners very much. Hence, pursuing new activities with them will strengthen your relationship. Imagine yourself wishing to surprise her with a weekend visit to a modest mountain lodge. You make dinner, go hiking with someone, and curl up by the fire narrating stories. These are the occasions when you both can truly connect free from the typical distractions. Still, shared experiences need not be difficult. They could be as simple as going to a neighboring museum or sharing a new meal. The goal is to stray from your usual calendar and create memories you two can treasure. Taking part in these activities will provide you opportunity to grow personally, laugh and interact. Think about your own love story. When did you and your partner create a really memorable event recently? Maybe it was a terrific romantic evening or a last-minute day getaway. Those years provide the rich and fulfilling character of a marriage. They enable couples to grow more in mutual awareness of each other and strengthen their emotional link. Consider organizing adventure days, when you two can routinely try something new together. It might be anything from dancing class enrollment to trekking. Accept the flux of these interactions. Often the unanticipated happenings produce the best memories. I would want you to post your stories in the comments down below right now. What adventures have you started with your partner? Your experiences can inspire others to plan their own remarkable occurrences inside their relationships. Chapter 8. Be her best friend. Has having a real friend at your side provided you the comfort and joy you so well deserve? Someone who understands you inside and out, who cheers your achievements like their own. And who supports you in your most hard circumstances? Think back now on your relationship. Also, best friend to your partner, are you? Deep and lasting relationship calls for this dynamic. Imagine this: she gets home tired from a demanding day, feeling overburdened with work, and instead of being sympathetic, you decide to play her closest friend. She should come sit with you and talk about what has been troubling her. As she opens, you pay great attention, supporting and sympathetically understanding. Being a sounding board helps you to be more than just a friend. You are her confidant, someone she can rely on the most intimate ideas. Being her closest friend entails laughter, inside jokes, and even those quiet times when you have not much to say at all. Recall times when you laughed together at fun events? Maybe it was watching a humorous movie and referencing lines. Or maybe it was cooking together and laughing over food blunders. Those shared experiences build friendship that improves your connection. Being her true self around you in such surroundings should make her comfortable. Encourage her to express her dreams, fears, and even the little aspects that make her daily existence joyful. Ask inquiries that really appeal to you. What was the high point of your day? What lately made you happy? These interactions help to open deeper connection and understanding. Look back on your own life. Your boyfriend assumed the position of your best buddy when what? Think back to those days when you felt completely supported and understood. Those memories are vital since they offer the emotional glue holding your relationship together. I want you now to actively cultivate this friendship inside your marriage. Plan fun activities together, whether they are walks, games, or simply lounging with a book or movie. Accept the friendship approach so that both of you can be yourselves free from conceit. What then are some of the activities you and your partner enjoy? Comment on your tailies right here. Your experiences could inspire others to concentrate on the friendship element of their relationships and create a lifetime loving, supporting link. Chapter 9. Show genuine affection. From a simple hug or delicate touch, have you ever had an explosion of love and delight? Romantic relationships depend considerably on physical affection, since it fosters emotional intimacy and connection. Last time you kept her near, looked into her eyes, and sensed that great love and understanding? Imagine if you just got home from a demanding day. You stopped to firmly grab her by encircling her instead of just saying hi. In that embrace, all the everyday strain and worries disappear. In your marriage, these small gestures of love might make all the difference. Affection can manifest itself as a gentle kiss on the forehead, a handheld walk, or cuddling on the couch while you are watching your chosen show. Though they seem small, these occasions are the strands holding emotional connectedness into your partnership together. Women value partners who are not reluctant to express their feelings physically, since it enhances their relationship and reminds them of your love. Think about your own story of love. When was the last time a little gesture of kindness made you feel a significant connection? Maybe it was on a quiet evening at home, when your mutual comfort derived from one another. Those occasions serve to create lifetime memories and develop the basis of love and confidence. In your marriage, I suggest you give affection first priority. Show her the true value she brings to you without second thought. Tell her you either by words or actions that you care. A simple "I love you" or an intuitive embrace will help her day to be better and your connection to get closer. Consider adding comments including your own love stories as you traverse this road of devotion. What delicate times have brought your husband and you closer? Your views could inspire others to embrace physical affection in their relationships and so promote a closer sense of love and intimacy. Chapter 10. Be supportive through challenges. Have you ever been completely overwhelmed in a difficult situation and then someone reached out to provide their uncompromising support? That notion of someone at your side can make all the difference. while you are negotiating the rigors of life. Consider now how important it is to be that pillar of support for your spouse during tough conditions. Imagine her under pressure and worried. She's experiencing a challenging period at work. Let's talk about it. You sit down with her and say, "I'm here for you." Not disparage her feelings or suggest she tough it out. At that moment, you become her rock, a safe place for her to express her anxiety and frustration. Just knowing she has your backing will help her to approach challenges with new energy. Being helpful involves being there. That is, listening to her concerns or leading her towards solutions to her problems. Ask her how you might be of use. Maybe she needs someone to simply vent to or to assist in idea generation. Being present for her shows her that you value her feelings and are committed to navigating ups and downs of life together. Go back over your own life. Under trying circumstances, when have you looked to your friend for support? Perhaps it was in reaction to a job setback or a personal issue. Development of a tighter friendship and strengthening your link depend considerably on those sensitive and encouraging experiences you have experienced. I ask you to grow in your relationship a supporting attitude. When she is hurting, let her know. Conclusion: you now possess it. By doing these 10 crucial acts without her asking, you can open her heart and build a close relationship. Remember, it's largely about being honest, present, and thoughtful. Should this video prove helpful, keep in mind to subscribe for more ideas on love and relationships. As you would if you love the video, share it with someone who might find use. Said differently, thank you for watching. Till next time.